Have you ever noticed that the quietest person in the room often holds the most power? They observe, they listen, and when they finally speak, their words carry weight. There's a reason for this. They have mastered an ancient strategy, one, that has been used by some of the greatest thinkers, warriors, and leaders in history. This strategy? Playing dumb. At first, it might sound counterintuitive. Why would someone pretend to be less intelligent than they actually are? Shouldn't intelligence be displayed proudly? Well, not always. In fact, showing off intelligence at the wrong time can create unnecessary resistance, jealousy, and even enemies. When Schopenhauer was 19 years old, his mother wrote him a letter criticizing his need to always know better than others. She pointed out that his cleverness, however exceptional, was ultimately useless to the world, and that his positive qualities were often overshadowed by his constant urge to master and improve things beyond his control. This letter offers insight into Schopenhauer's struggles with intellectual superiority, which would later shape his philosophical reflections. He believed that pride in one's intellectual ability could elevate an individual to a higher plane of existence above the masses. However, he also recognized the potential for envy and resentment that such superiority could evoke. Let's see what playing dumb offers us, the art of surprise. One should not openly display all of one's strength, but rather appear slightly weaker so that when the critical moment arrives, one can reveal their full power to the surprise of the opponent. This strategy has been employed by many great fighters throughout history. The art of surprise involves pretending to be weaker than one truly is to mislead opponents, only to act decisively at the right moment and secure victory. As Sun Tzu once said, all warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. Beyond the battlefield, this tactic is evident in our everyday lives, whether in meetings, sports, or lectures, where some individuals exhibit remarkable intelligence. They may not speak often, but they never miss a gathering. And when the crucial moment comes, they make their mark in a way that surprises everyone. They are actually following Mahatma Gandhi's advice: speak only if it improves upon the silence. Wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to listen. There are two types of people in any setting: those who never stop talking and those who quietly listen without saying much. The former often aren't taken seriously unless they are your bosses. Arthur Schopenhauer emphasized the same idea, that wisdom lies in knowing when to speak. You should play dumb, but not be ignorant. It's about knowing when to talk and, more importantly, when to listen. He put this beautifully. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. By listening, you gather valuable information from everyone around you. Then, when the time comes to speak, you can offer the best idea because you haven't missed a single detail. By playing dumb, you are actually playing intelligently, letting them think they've solved their problems on their own. We are surrounded by individuals, our parents, teachers, bosses, whom we should respect at all costs. While our parents may make mistakes as they age, we should strive to guide them, subtly planting ideas in their minds, so they believe these thoughts are their own. You might have seen professional athletes allowing a disabled fan to win a match after a bit of struggle, making that person feel as if they triumphed on their own. This fosters an environment of respect and dignity for everyone involved. In the workplace, managing your boss is often just as important as managing your own responsibilities. Sometimes the smartest move isn't proving you're right. It's knowing when to play along. Many of us instinctively downplay our knowledge to avoid making superiors feel wrong, not out of deceit. But as a means of job security and workplace harmony, Arthur Schopenhauer put it best. To play the fool is the last resort in order to cover the defects of others. This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding human nature. People, regardless of rank, have egos and emotions. Constantly pointing out their mistakes may feel righteous, but in their eyes, it only makes you the antagonist. True wisdom in the workplace lies in balancing authenticity with tact. Protecting the dignity of those around you doesn't mean suppressing your intelligence. It means knowing when to speak and when to hold back. After all, success isn't just about being right, it's about being strategic. Many of us crave the spotlight, drawn to the allure of recognition and admiration. But the truth is, the spotlight serves those who are ready for it, those who have already proven their worth. Until that moment arrives, staying low-key isn't just wise, it's essential. When you're still growing, struggling, or learning, there's nothing to show off, only vulnerability. Arthur Schopenhauer emphasized the value of strategic humility, advocating for a mindset of quiet observation. His wisdom suggests that one should act as if they know nothing, absorbing, listening, and learning, until the perfect moment to strike. When that moment comes, the impact will be undeniable. Patience in this process is key. As the old saying goes, to reap the benefits of being underestimated, we must first be willing to appear foolish. Those who can resist the urge to prematurely showcase their abilities will ultimately position themselves for greater success. True power doesn't come from constant visibility. It comes from knowing precisely when to reveal what you're capable of. Laozi, in the Tao Te Ching, presents a profound paradox. True strength often manifests as apparent weakness. Rather than engaging in direct confrontation or flaunting one's abilities, the wise choose subtlety, allowing their true power to remain hidden until the right moment. He captures this idea succinctly. The sage wears rough clothing and holds the jewel in his heart. This imagery suggests that wisdom and power are best preserved in humility, only revealed when necessary. A similar principle can be seen in the method of Socrates, who mastered the art of appearing ignorant to provoke deeper thought in others. His technique, known as Socratic irony, involved questioning people in a way that exposed contradictions in their reasoning. By pretending to know nothing, he created space for others to reveal their own misunderstandings, pushing them towards true wisdom. As he famously stated, "I know that I know nothing." Both Laozi and Socrates understood a fundamental truth. Those who loudly declare their knowledge and strength often possess the least of it. True wisdom does not seek validation. It works in silence, guiding others toward insight and allowing understanding to emerge organically. In a world that rewards loudness, the truly wise stand apart, wielding quiet power with undeniable impact. Arthur Schopenhauer keenly observed a profound flaw in human nature, our tendency to obsess over how others perceive us. We waste countless hours dissecting opinions that, in reality, hold little weight in shaping our true happiness. Upon deeper reflection, it becomes evident that these fleeting judgments, whether praise or criticism, are far less significant than we make them out to be. It is natural to care about how we are seen, but true wisdom lies in mastering this impulse rather than being controlled by it. The goal should not be to demand respect through arrogance or force, but to earn it through humility. Instead of exposing the flaws of others, elevate them, make them feel as though they have overcome their own obstacles. This approach, often mistaken for naivety, is in fact a powerful strategy. By presenting yourself as unassuming, even as an underdog, you subtly gain the admiration and trust of those around you. In the grand scheme of life, the most respected individuals are not those who impose their superiority, but those who inspire confidence in others. The art of influence, as Schopenhauer suggests, lies not in demanding recognition, but in making others feel valued. An approach that paradoxically ensures your own respect is inevitable. Be kind and compassionate to others, for everyone is fighting their own battles. You may have heard people talk about their colleagues who are nothing but show-offs, those who, after any victory, flaunt their success and rub it in others' faces. Such behavior is rarely admired, and nobody likes people who act this way. Frank Lucas put this beautifully: the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Arthur Schopenhauer wasn't a fan of this either. He suggested that one could win people over by playing the fool. If others don't expect you to win, and then you do, responding as if it's not a big deal and simply happened by chance, will make them see you as humble. This humility can be even more impressive than the victory itself. These are my interpretations of Arthur Schopenhauer's 5 ways to win anything: playing dumb.